Yo, what's the deal? What's good with y'all, man? Back with another video. SpokenBySaman. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. You know it's love over here, man. But you guys seen the title, man. I'm coming at y'all with a marriage video. Now, honestly, I do feel like I am too young to talk about this because I'm only 20 years old. Most people get married in probably their late 20s, maybe early 30s on average. But this is something that I have seen throughout the community and something that has been on my mind for a minute. I feel like Christianity, especially modern Christianity, has weaponized marriage and the whole idea and the whole reason behind marriage in the first place. I feel like nowadays it's not necessarily to fulfill God's purpose or to do it in a godly way, but more of to please the man, to please the worldly desires, to please other people, right? And we're going to talk about it. See, you got to understand this stuff goes both ways for men and women. Because the problem is, for men, a lot of men nowadays are terrified to get married. They're telling you, man, don't get married. It's going to mess you up financially. Mainly because a lot of women, bad women out there, they use it to get assets. They'll use the man, they'll do whatever to the man, divorce him, then, take their stuff, take whatever, and manipulate the court system. And, the court system does play in favor for women a lot more, especially when it comes to like custody of children and all that. Mainly because women are more suited to take care of children because that's just how they're built, right? And the court systems know that. Of course, it's not really fair because the girl could be a bad mother, but just because she's unless she's like a crackhead or she's like really like puts the kids in danger, she's probably gonna get it, right? And it does favor their side, right? So a lot of men are terrified that they're gonna lose money and lose their empire. Now, for me, I don't really take those claims as serious because a lot of men that say that, one, have never been married. A lot of men that do say that have never been married ever. And two, it's a lot of that times it's just choosing the wrong woman. Okay, God will tell you if you're ready for marriage. A lot of people they rush it. you know, I especially feel bad for the women out there. And trust me, it's bad for men too. I'm not downplaying none of their views because they're all valid, right? They're all understandable. But for women, it's bad because a lot of times they treat it like it's like some prerequisite to be normal. If you see a woman that's like mid 30s, late 30s, and she's not married, they're basically outcasts. They're not seen as normal. Go to any family reunion, they gonna ask you, yeah, when you gonna get kids, when you gonna get married, when you gonna do this, when you gonna do that. And I know eventually those pressures will fall on me a lot sooner than I think. You know what I mean? Right now I don't have that because my parents and my family, they want me to focus on school. You feel me? That's what the people in my ear are telling me, to focus on school and stuff like that on a personal level. But I understand that it happens to everyone. Where for people, and this is why I don't trust a lot of Christians out there. A lot of the worldly Christians, trust me, I believe in God and I read the Bible and all that stuff. Trust me, I follow Jesus, but I don't trust a lot of the worldly Christians out there because a lot of them are too judgmental to the point where it doesn't operate in a frequency of love, and it doesn't come from the love of God. It comes from the love of pleasing other people and pleasing man. And that's where I feel like marriage has lost its way, especially in the modern day, where people are sort of obsessed with this idea and have sort of this dogma of, okay, you know, I got to get married so that people can stop talking about me. And so what ends up happening is they rush marriages, both sides, both genders. They rush the marriage, they get married quick, and lo and behold, surprise, surprise, the marriage blows up and it doesn't work out. They divorce, and now people are even talking even more shit, right? They're even getting crucified even more. Like, whoa, like, oh, you guys are divorced, man. You should have did this and you should have did that. These are the same people telling you, man, when you gonna get married? Now these are the same people trying to tell you, oh man, you should have did this and this and that. It happens to a lot of people, man. Hey, I got a lot of older folks that do watch my channel. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the unks and the aunties and the old heads. You feel me? I appreciate y'all. Let me know in the comments, man. Sound off in the comments, man. Do I have a point? Am I, or am I just talking bullshit? Like, let me know. You know what I mean? Because I've seen too many people that have gone through this that are like, the marriage, they try to stick it out, but they rushed it so bad. They never let God into their marriage. They never had the faith. They never had the good foundation to begin with, right? So what ends up happening is that shit blows up in their face, right? In multiple different ways, right? I knew a dude in my school. He got married at 23, right? He got married at 23. The problem was is that the foundation of his relationship, and I don't want to put his business out there, but this is like a really good example that I can bring to you guys. The foundation of the relationship, because the problem is it was already not really a good Christian relationship to begin with, because I mean he already smashed in like the first week of meeting the girl. So already the foundation's out of whack because they weren't even dating and they smashed. Now the foundation's out of whack because yeah, you guys had that spiritual connection together and you guys don't know each other like that. But now since you smashed, you're spiritually connected now. But you guys don't know each other on a deep level like that. So now you guys are still talking to each other. You gotta thug it out. And yeah, you might think you like her for real, and you guys get together, but there's certain things about each other that you don't like that you guys just can't get past. And you get married because they wanted to have a family early, and well, it's going rough for them right now. I'll tell you that. It's going rough for them. You feel me? And I think they're on the verge of getting, uh, you know, they're on the verge of splitting up. And they got kids too. They got two kids. I'm like, dang, this is how families break up as well. That's another aspect. I didn't even think I'd bring that up in the video, but that kind of stuff breaks up families as well. This is why, because you might have gotten together because you guys both felt the pressure, but then you guys realize, hold on, like I really can't stand this person, or this dude or this girl or whatever, right? And that's why you have to have a good foundation. You have to keep that faith. You got to do things for the love of God. You can't just do shit just because, oh, I'm going to get this and this and that and this and that. You got to do it because you got the love for it. You got to do it because you love God. You got to do it because, yeah, I actually care about this and I actually want to fulfill this. Now, you don't need to get married to fill up a purpose. And actually, I wish I said that earlier because you know, that could have been a better way into leading into these examples. But obviously, if you're a woman or if you're a dude, you don't need to get married to fulfill this big purpose, right? God still has a plan for you. You still have a purpose. You can still love God. God will still love you if you just move righteous. You don't need to get married quick. It's not a rush, right? But a lot of people, they will force it to fulfill that dogma that other people put on them. And what ends up happening, families break up, hearts get broken, demons get into the marriage, right? Demons get infiltrated. You have to have a good foundation in a relationship. Actually, I might make a video on that somewhere down the road. Once I get more experience in the dating game, I'm definitely gonna make a video on that because you got to have a good foundation. But it's really about you guys being on the same page. A lot of times people get married and they hide these issues because they're not on the same page. But, it's like you've already kind of gotten this far with this said partner. You don't really want to just do all this stuff. It's bad right now. It's modern Christianity, in my opinion, is a mess right now. I'm not gonna lie to you because there's too many I'm not gonna say fake people, but it's too many people that aren't really, they're just not really led through the right path. You guys understand what I'm saying? A lot of times I saw a podcast by Kirk Franklin where, in the ministries and the churches and stuff, and I already don't trust churches. I already don't believe in going to church, but they'll tell the ministries, they'll tell if another person wants to join like the ministry and become one of the big dogs of the church, you can't be single. Like you have to be married. And I'm like, man, that's also part of the problem right there. But again, like you don't need to be at a certain level, or you don't need to let people get in your ear and let you throw you off balance just because of what their projections were. That's how they feel because that was put on them. a lot of them rush their marriages and now they're not happy in their marriages, but they're gonna put that on other people. I don't understand why humans do that, but hey, it's I guess it's a trauma thing, I guess. I don't know. But again, you just gotta stay on your purpose. Uh Make sure you practicing, well not practicing, but keeping your faith, and whatever happens, happens. You just gotta go out there and execute and go out there, man, and do your stuff. But I think I'm gonna end this video off here, man, because I don't got too much else to say about um the state of marriage in this modern world right now. Uh, it's not just modern. It's it's obviously throughout the world. It's not just it's not always been like this, but I think a lot of ideas and a lot of things are starting to infiltrate the community, and people are starting to believe and buy into it, and it's not good. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Let me know what you guys think for sure. I'd love to hear some of your guys' opinions in the comments. It's all love, SBS4L. And catch y'all in the next one, man. And peace out.